This microphone is absolutely garbage. I apologize, but that's not the point. The point is, have you seen this image? Probably yes, because you've probably seen some 13-year-old girl wearing a t-shirt from PacSun with the same image on it. But do you know the full story behind the Great Wave off Kanagawa? This video will explore it. So, the Great Wave of Kanagawa, or as most people know it as the Great Wave, or just the Wave, was created in 1830 during the late Edo period by the artist Hokusai. It was a woodblock print, or you can also call it a ukiyo-e, which translates to floating world. So ukiyo-e were woodblock prints characterized by the use of line art to split up the color. The whole process of making a ukiyo-e was different wood blocks would stamp different colors, and then the final stamp would be the line art stamp that would help split up the different colors, and so the shapes and figures would be more discernible. The whole point of ukiyo-e was to create images that could be reproduced. It's very similar to etching, where you have a stencil and you can easily reproduce the same image over and over again. The Great Wave is one of 36 prints in a series called 36 Views of Mount Fuji. One of the main selling points of the series of prints was that it focused on Mount Fuji, and Mount Fuji was this very symbolic symbol of Japan itself, and it carried a lot of general patriotism and pride associated with the country. When most people view this print, they don't even see the mountain at first. A lot of people mistake the mountain for another wave, but it is actually right here. The reason why Japan uses Mount Fuji as this sort of symbol of the country itself is the same way that we would use the Eiffel Tower to represent France or the Space Needle to represent Seattle. It's this sort of large formation that disrupts the skyline and has a very identifiable silhouette. The unique thing about Mount Fuji, however, is the fact that it's completely natural. Things like the Eiffel Tower and the Space Needle are man-made, and sometimes they're made with the intent of disrupting the skyline. Because of this, Mount Fuji is regarded as this sublime natural phenomena. Not to be a weeb or anything, but there's a phrase, Sengoku Ichi no Yama, which means that Mount Fuji is the tallest peak among India, China, and Japan. But you might look at the Great Wave and think to yourself, if Mount Fuji is supposed to be this all-great, encompassing, huge, amazing swag mountain, then why is it so small, and why can I not tell it apart from the actual wave itself? Well, this can be interpreted in several ways. The wave can be seen as a protector of Mount Fuji. During the 1830s, there was a period of instability and uncertainty within Japan where they were afraid and wary of foreign incursions. This wave serves as a barrier protecting Japan from the outside world. Keep in mind, the rest of the world was rapidly changing. The Industrial Revolution was going on, Andrew Jackson was the president, and the Opium Wars were starting. Whoa, what's that? What time is it? It's link time. I want to make a link to Lying with the Wolf by Kiki Smith. The wolf protects the woman and serves as a barrier against male society, the same way the wave protects Japan from the rapidly changing world outside of it. The depiction of the woman also sort of goes against the norm of how women are normally depicted in art, the same way Mount Fuji is very small in comparison to how it's normally depicted as the large center of most pieces. The reason why this theme of protection is prevalent in the Great Wave was because Japan was nearing its end of Sakoku. Sakoku means close contact. Essentially, Japan was completely shut off with the rest of the world, and they couldn't trade with anyone else aside from a couple Dutch trailers on a very specific man-made port for trading. So another reason why this print was very popular was because it was an Iserie, which means it was completely comprised in the color of blue, and this isn't just a regular blue, it was Prussian blue. There was an exotic nature to the painting because it had this foreign dye. Do you know what time it is? It's link time again. I'm gonna link The Wave to The Kiss by Gustav Klimt because of the colors. So when you look at The Kiss, you notice the golden colors, and this gold is supposed to represent royalty, and it references the gold used in many Byzantine works, such as the portrait of Emperor Justinian. So the gold in The Kiss represents royalty, whereas the blue in The Wave represents exotic and foreign ideas. Yo fam squad, I hope you enjoyed that link! Now, although the wave represented protection, it was also sort of this harbinger to what was to happen in the future. About 20 years after the wave was created, Commodore Matthew Perry from America opened up Japan by force through the Treaty of Kanagawa in 1853, which essentially opened up Japan to the rest of the world, which is the thing that they did not want. It can be symbolized through the wave because when you think of waves, they are not still, they're uncertain, and they're always moving. And the people that are possibly going to get engulfed by the wave can also be symbolic of Japan getting engulfed by the rest of the world after the Treaty of Kanagawa.